Oh, yeah, I mean, if you want to think about this nice weather as a gift, then that's what we're looking at right now. Look at the skies out there, Buffalo, Thunder, Pueblo, Pojoaque, showing those beautiful conditions. But I do want to deviate because it's so nice here in New Mexico. I want to show you a little bit of what's been going up there in New York State, because I'm sure you saw Sunday night's game, all that snow. Well, that has a lot to do with that lake effect snow. And if you see right there, I'm going to play it again. Basically, this very quick moving snow shaft, or if you want to call it a band of snow, is typical of what brings those whiteout conditions in a matter of seconds. This is what I mean. If you look at Syracuse, New York, you can see that once one of those snow bands that you just saw gets there, it's literally whiteout conditions, and that's what is going on up there in the Great Lakes states. Now here, Taos Ski Valley, we do have a little bit of snow to show off, so it's not all for our friends in the Northeast, but certainly as far as active showers go and active snow goes, it's way up there in the Great Lakes. And back here at home, well, we have fog, so that's a little bit of something. Unfortunately, that's a little bit of a hazard. It's going to develop tonight and last through tomorrow morning across southeastern New Mexico. Probably not as much as we saw this morning, but still, it could slow you down just a little bit. The temperatures all across the state, I'm predicting mostly teens, 20s and 30s. You can see down south 30s and 40s. So the big picture is showing that starting this Sunday, we're going to be getting this storm system moving toward New Mexico. Watch what happens as we get toward next Monday. It's really going to start to hit Colorado primarily, but it looks like we could have sustained snow showers in northern New Mexico for maybe 8 to 12 hours in the mountains, of course, and then that system starts to move off by Tuesday. Again, this is incredibly long range. Between now and then, we're just looking at this quiet pattern. So I'm calling for some cooler air moving in tomorrow. There may be some isolated showers down south, but it's going to be very few and far between in number, let me tell you that. And as we get toward Friday, dry conditions throughout most of New Mexico, isolated showers down south. And then as we get into the weekend, I'm anticipating it's going to be dry and pretty quiet throughout the state. That is until Sunday night, because we're going to be getting this storm system. The one that I just showed you looks like it's going to be bringing colder air and snow to northern and northeastern New Mexico. Of course, I'll be giving you those updates every step along the way. Between then and now, it's going to be more warm weather. 63 degrees tomorrow for Roswell. A little bit of a cool down for Thursday, Friday, bringing in some rain, but it's going to be in the 50s by that time. Across the Southwest, another sunny and clear day. The same can be said for some areas of the Northwest, though we may get pockets of some foggy activity in the lower elevations. I am anticipating, though, that it's going to be mostly smooth sailing for the duration of the week, getting a little cooler by the weekend. The North Mountains for tomorrow, starting in the 20s and 30s in most locations. I mean, we're looking at 30 degrees tomorrow morning for Santa Fe, but staying in the low 50s, and then you can see some storm chances by Monday and Tuesday of next week. The Northeast into the East Mountains, yeah, we're looking at 50s for tomorrow. I think in terms of going out there and doing activities during the afternoon, I mean, depending on how you can tolerate temperatures, you might not even need a coat for the next few days, at least in the afternoon. So for Rio Rancho, we're topping out in the mid to upper 50s, but look way on the right side of your screen right there. Tuesday is that next storm, so we'll be keeping an eye on it for you.
Let's talk about fog. We saw some thick fog in New Mexico last night, and the areas that usually get more fog are central and eastern areas in New Mexico. And there is kind of a fog season too, which is usually November through March. The reason for that is you get these longer, colder nights that allow fog to form. And the scenario like we had last night, we had humidity come in from Texas near the ground. Once the air started to cool, that created some higher humidity and led to some of those foggy conditions. So probably won't see as much fog tonight, but it's something that forms more during the winter.